What do you want to do as a job? My dreams jobs through the years. 1. Power Ranger. 2. Professional wrestler. 3. Being in a band. 4. Being retired. This guy ages. My dream job was being retired since I was about 22. But nearly 30 years later I still haven't got there. 5. Condom tester. Astronaut. Colonize Mars. Start training young. It's all fun and games until you have to use the space toilet. If only the requirements weren't so damn high. Man, that was my dream for the longest time. Then I was diagnosed with arthritis at 15 and killed any chance of that. Anything that pays enough to sustain my hobbies, then go home. This one. Minecraft. Yes. You'll get bored. That's what happens to me. You haven't played the game in a while, so you binge play it for like a week, then you get bored. Because you played too much and done everything you can. I want to be a high school mental health counselor. Be the person I never had to talk to. Sadly in the UK there's not much funding for this. But if you pay for all your own studies and volunteer, you can go private in about 5 years. Need a lot of money behind you to do it though. RIP, a lot of people talk to the mental health counselor at my school. I had a MH counselor come to my school every week to talk to me when I was in grade 10. She truly kept me alive during that point of my life. Anything related to medicine. Legal, of course. There are a lot of roles to fill. What kind of work attracts you? Be a nurse. Nurses are immune to AI as well. Everyone unemployed. My man Florence Nightingale be printing money out there. Railway worker. I'm curious how you are going to achieve this, so best of luck. Scroll through Reddit. That's basically what I do 50% of the time at work, so .idk if that counts. Does it get you paid? See daily does of internet. That's the guy's job. Well, part of it. Test mattresses. Master overseer for a utopian city. Vault-Tec will be in contact. Tell me how it goes, broski. I want to be the guy that puts that little plastic bit on the end of shoelaces. They're called aglets. You can use that in your interview. Winking face. Oh, I've done that type of job. Not exactly that, but similar stuff. It's not as glamorous as you think. Baker. Baked for 9 years. If you got any questions, get cookin'. Same here. I'm on my way though. 2nd month's learning. I'll be done with school in December. Ain't easy to learn everything in only 4.5 months. Great job. I'd like to be in the music business. Like a manager to singers, bands or something. Maybe make my own music on the side. That sounds dope, man. I manage a brand and starting it is the hard part. Philanthropy. What's that? Like, literally anything medical, even peripherally. I'm a geek, and know way more than I should from a formal education perspective. I'm going to start a cool job soon. Medicine is involved and includes paid training. My geek mode is primed and ready. Nothing. Freelance proofreading. So sick of the 9 to 5. Well, 9 to 6 in my case. I like the work I do for the most part, but I want to do it in a sunny room at home with my coffee pot 3 feet away rather than in a gray cubicle next to people who eat stinky food for lunch. Something I don't hate that doesn't drive me to drink. Computer science. I have a huge interest in coding. What's something you want to code? Run a pharmacy are the jobs I've done. That has been the most satisfying. The work oftentimes involved a variety of trade skills as well, which were a pleasure to pick up. And it was a great lens to see them through. My parents are farmers. It's great because you're completely in control of your own domain. But it is a the 24th of July 365 job. If you have livestock, you can never have a day off or really ever go anyway. The farmer up the road from us. He lived to 80 and in all that time, he'd only ever been 3 places. The local town, the farm, and Welshpool, which is where the livestock market was. Never in his life did he leave Wales. Extreme example, but it is a very binding lifestyle. Travel the world for research in any biology. Really. I just want to see the world while learning more about it. Fly the Senior 71. You wouldn't even have to pay me to do that. Then it won't be a job. Currently working with logistics. And love it, but I'm educated as a sound engineer, so I also do that on the side for now. Would love to work and own a successful studio, but it takes a lot of work. My dream job is to be a game designer. Currently working as a programmer in a firm in a game department. But I can say it's still not exactly what I want. I want to make my own game. And get paid for it. That sounds dope, man. I'd love to see how that game of yours comes along. A good government bank job. Politics is interesting. Dream job. Entertainer selling out concerts like Beyonce. Dream job but in the real world. Biomedical researcher. Still haven't decided which specific area of research yet. That sounds awesome. I'll do anything if it pays well. Then start building a rocket ship and mine all the rare resources that are available in asteroid belts in solar system. The estimate wealth you can get is greater than $1 trillion. I want to be a commercial diver and preferably a saturation diver after gaining some experience in the job. Yes, I've seen The Last Breath, and I still want to do it. My training starts coming March and I am fucking excited. Like a child waiting for Christmas. I used to work night shift in a hotel, where I used to get paid to watch TV, write music, and teach. Write and drink. Drink and know things is pretty nice too. Drunk and wrote. Programming. Software developer for 1 year. Here, start with Arduino. Pretty cheap and tons of online help. I only know Q Basic. What's something you want to try and program? Electronics hardware design. Too much form and no function in today's devices. I'm really passionate about it. People with new phones can't stand me. Mostly, I'd like to design my own portable game console. Got some pretty cool concepts I'd love to actually be able to work on. Deleted. Ooh. Live sound engineer for huge concerts. I'm not sure exactly where my fit would be, but I know I want to work in IL's cannabis industry. Porn star. Play with doggos all day. I don't fucking know. Either a writer or voice actor. Something to do with words and stories. Plane driver. Primatologist. Comparative psychologist. I want to be a character, visual creator in the game industry. Bladesmithing. Wish I could go back and be a chiropractor. Pilot. With that achieving my childhood dreams, but honestly if I couldn't become a pilot, anything in aviation will work for me. I'd love to be a professional floatplane pilot. And skis in the winter. But, as a type 1 diabetic, I am not allowed to be a commercial pilot. At my college I'm a teaching assistant, a tutor, and I work IT. I got pretty lucky and had to work hard to get all three, so I'm proud of it. Teacher. Currently working as an English teacher in Japan. But the job itself is not stable. As in I only can recontract up to 4 times. But since I studied comp-sci, teacher salary is the only thing that's making me wanting to go into tech after Japan's over. I wanted to be a lawyer. Ended up in trade school because I like that type of work too. After all that I got into mining. Great money and great job. But I still always think back how much I wanted to be a lawyer. Wow. I want to be a mathematician. Would love to donate blood, plasma, hair, and whatever else I can grow back to people who need it. Would be a lovely on the side thing, but would love to do it for full time. My dream is to be performing artist. Nothing of any real importance to the world. High school guidance counselor. YouTube or Twitch is the dream. Sleep. Nah. Honestly, I'd love to cast movies. I did it once on a micro-budget indie horror movie and I loved it. I want to work at a dog shelter. This has weirdly enough been my dream job, even though I have cats and I've no clue what people do there apart from feeding and walking the dogs. Forensic toxicology chemist for the county. Fulfilling line of work if you're interested in science. How people die, and getting some courtroom experience. Plus, you hope that you can bring some closure to families after their loved one have passed. Canadian infantry. Your mom. BBC comedy panelist. Roblox. I really wish to improve moderation there. They pay well, and I'm really good at computer software. Nothing really. I never found anything that I would enjoy doing for work. I think maybe the closest thing would be a system admin, or maybe work in operations. I like finding solutions to problems. Can anyone recommend a job that might be good for me? A job that is about thinking and less about interacting with the customer. I also hate sales. I am super extroverted and people typically try to cast me into the sales role, but I absolutely hate it and will not consider a sales-related job. Some fields of engineering fit that desire, though almost any career will require communication. Teach several branches of physics.